Cam, is that you?
Hunter?
May I have this catch?
Of course.
No, you stop, Cam. Cam, enough! Cam, remember that time when we...
Reunited and it feels so good. Hunter, my old catch buddy, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, doing well.
Well, welcome to Triples Alley Spring Training Edition. As you know, we're here at Camelback Ranch. I mean, look at this view, buddy.
Tough to beat.
Beautiful day out. The birds are just chirping like a storm right now. Could you talk to me a little bit about your spring training experience?
You know, no complaints. I got to meet people, interview people, you know, see all the spring training facilities, which were really nice.
How about that first day when we go and check out the Dodger locker room?
Before or after I passed out when I walked in the locker room?
My name's Cam Bennett, and I'm here at Camelback Ranch, and I'm here to ask the big leaguers the questions that you want to hear answered, all right? I'm here with Walker Buehler of the Los Angeles Dodgers, Alex Verdugo, Kenta Maeda, Max Muncy. Max Muncy, how you doing today?
Not too bad, man. How about you?
Hey, good. We're going to ask you some hard-hitting questions. I don't know if you're going to be ready for it, but I think you're going to have to be. I'm going to be throwing it at you. You ready for this?
Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Give it a shot.
First question. What is your favorite flavor of sunflower seed?
I'll go dill pickle. I'd go a bag of barbecue, a bag of ranch, and you kind of like mix them together.
Ooh, the old 2-for-1 mix-up right there. I like that.
I'm a ranch guy.
Ranch guy.
Yeah, I think so.
サンフランシスコの一番好きな味は何ですか？何味ですか？バーベキューかな。
I'm not afraid of the dill pickle. I just prefer the ranch.
味になる。ピクルスは嫌いだな。He's not really a big fan of pickles.
Oh, really? No. I think cracked pepper takes it.
I crack pepper, but for me, it's like a couple seeds at a time kind of flavor. It's not a grab a handful, throw it in the mouth, run out to the field.
Second question. This is another one. It might cause a little controversy, all right? I don't know if you're ready for this. What is your favorite baseball movie of all time?
メジャーリーグ。Major League?
Major League? There we go. That's one of mine, too.
Ooh, man. I'm just going to stick with the classic Sandlot.
Major League is mine for sure.
Major League, okay. Major League.
61 and then Sandlot.
I've never watched 61.
Yeah, I'm a sleeper on that one.
But what's 61 about?
It's about Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle. You know, it just kind of follows their journey. For me, as like a real baseball fan, it kind of shows some of the mental stuff that they were dealing with.
Can't go wrong with Sandlot.
For me, Sandlot's just, good old school, but about a bunch of kids, so it's definitely fun, and I feel like it hits that side of, a ball player being young.
Question number 3, and this one is going to be monumental. This one's going to be the hardest hitting question you're going to hear all day. Do you like getting slaps or daps?
Guess I'm going no, dabs. I'm going dabs.
Daps? They can bring it in?
Daps.
4 for 4 on the daps so far. Let's go. Do you blow it up after, though?
No, not often.
No?
Not often.
It's only with a couple players.
No, I'm kind of just like quick.
A strong one.
Yeah, quick jab, get out of there.
Yeah, you blow it up a little bit, let
Maybe a
it.
little sound effect or something.
You got one right there, so yep, exactly.
So to me, Max Muncy was not that tall, but he was massive. He's a wide guy.
He was a little girthy. Honestly, I could see how he slugged, 34, 35 jacks last year.
What was the biggest surprise for you?
You grow up fantasizing about these players because I'm such a big baseball fan, and then you finally get to be in the same locker room where they're playing ping pong, making jokes, whipping towels at each other.
Not only did we interview big leaguers, but we also interviewed the fans. We didn't just interview the fans. We, I don't know. Let's take it to Tom. Tom? Thanks, Tom. Dustin May, Will Smith, DJ Peters. A lot of Dodger prospects are making a name for themselves out here at Camelback Ranch, but there's one Dodger prospect in particular that is off everyone's radar. But Dodger fans are about to be familiar with Cam Bennett. We're out here, Camelback Ranch, with the best Dodger fans in the stadium. I went some diehard Dodger fans from LA, diehard LA fans. How long you been a Dodger fan for?
Since 1984.
Oh no, the Padres fans are sneaking in. Oh, no. How dare you steal Nanny Machado? All the way from LA.
Hey, woo! Vanessa.
Cameron.
Cameron. Nice name. I love that name.
Luna.
How do you think the Dodgers are going to do this year?
I think the Dodgers are going to win the World Series this year.
I think this is going to be our year. Last year it was a little rough.
I think they'll definitely win the West, and they'll probably make it to the World Series again.
Probably. Come on. Where's the faith? Where's the love? Do you think they have a shot at the World Series?
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, they did it twice in a row. They've gotten there. Now they got to win it.
Of course, why not?
Think the Dodgers are going to make it back to the World Series?
I do. I really do. And I think the key is going to be Julio Urias.
Spring training is where all the young stars come out to shine. Which prospect are you most excited to look at?
The list is going. It's huge. I can't. It's hard to say. You know.
The future looks bright, and it's good to have a good talent pool.
DJ Peters, elite power. Cam Bennett, elite speed. DJ Peters, Cam Bennett. DJ Peters, Cam Bennett, Dustin May. Do you see any of those guys cracking in the lineup next year? I mean, it's kind of compacted.
I mean,
hopefully they will. Hopefully they will, because we do need speed.
I mean, you got to have that bat in that lineup, though, because he hits for average and for power, Cam Bennett. So, like, where are you going to fit him in?
Yeah, exactly. I have no idea. I don't know how they're going to work it. I mean, it's obviously not my concern.
Do you see him playing at all this year?
Yes, I do. I see him starting a few games. Yeah.
Well, you know, we're going to see what he's going to do, right? It's like, this is what you got to love about these sports. It's not about the player, it's about the team.
If Cam Bennett does get the call-up, though, do you think he has a chance at Rookie of the Year?
I don't know who's out there, but from what I've seen, he's great. So, yeah, whatever.
And Cam Bennett's going to win Rookie of the Year, right?
Yes.
Oh, 100%, hands down. You think he'll win Rookie of the Year or what?
Maybe.
Rumor has it he's going to win Rookie of the Year this year.
It's a good shot.
Do you
The
believe
Dodgers have a history of
History of Rookie of the Year, right?
Of course, yeah.
I mean, that's what talks on MLB Network are saying and everything.
for sure. Why not? You know.
Yes. Big win for the Dodgers.
We have a history of Rookie of the Year, so.
I mean, I'd say that the Dodgers have been pretty good about picking Rookies of the Year. Yeah, definitely. I'm real optimistic this year.
That's what I'm saying too, guys. All right, well, it's good talking to you. I'm Cam Bennett, by the way. Sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Cam Bennett.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Cameron, Cam. You know, same name. Well, verdict is in. Looks like Cam Bennett's win Rookie of the Year. Back to you, Tom. Thanks, Tom. What was your favorite interview?
Probably have to be the fan that loved getting pranked. You did a great job of setting him up, and at the end of it, you know, you ended up telling him that you were one of the top prospects for the Dodgers. He's like, oh my gosh, I love getting pranked. Cameron and I both looked at each other and we're like, chirp, chirp, chirp. Yeah, glad we could fulfill your fantasy.
It was always my dream to get pranked. You know, the Dodgers aren't the only team in the league. We know that. So we decided to go to Wrigley Field. Because it's a spring training
facility. You know, when we got there, it looked pretty nice from the outside, but it doesn't have access to any of the fields. Everything was locked down, and the tickets were sold out.
We're here at the Cubs facility. This guy, nowhere in sight. Game's sold out. So if there's anything we learned here, don't go to a Cubs game ever again. But after that, you know, the day was made up by stopping by the Seattle Mariners facility and visiting my friend Mike Fairchild, and he had some funny stories. Here's one of them. All right, Mike Fairchild. Man, it's been a long time.
It has.
If you don't know Mike Fairchild, he's a pitcher for the Seattle Mariners, but he's also, more importantly, one of my former teammates. Mike, how you doing today?
Good, man. You, Cam?
Good. Do you have any funny stories about your time here in spring training?
Growing up a diabetic, I never had ever been afraid of needles. But one day we had a blood draw. Literally, it's the worst thing ever. Like, you have to be here like 6:30 in the morning. All the minor league players are just lining that hallway that I just took you through. We're just waiting for a blood draw, right? It comes to my turn, and I sit down in the chair, and the lady's like, okay, what arm do you want to do? I was like, okay, well, I'm a righty, so do my left arm. Like, I don't want to be bleeding when I'm throwing my arm, or when I'm throwing today, you know? You like this vein right here? I'm like, yeah, that's fine, then just do the vein. But she's asked me, like, how I feel, like, over and over and over again. She's like, how you doing? Like, are you feeling all right? Like, you're afraid of needles? I'm like, no, I'm not afraid of needles. I start thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Now I am. Yeah. Like, what kind of needle is this? She sticks out freaking dick.
And so she's got like 3 vials. I'm like, damn, that's like a lot of blood. And so I start getting like woozy. And she's like, how you feeling? I'm like, I'm fine. Like, just do that. Like, just do it. You know what I mean? Like, why are you asking all these questions? Like, just like do it, you know? And so then she's like, are you sure? Because you're starting to get a little gray. And at that time, I'm like, I'm like sweating hard. You know what I mean? Breathe. You know,
how you do it? Just sucking all your blood out.
Yeah. And I start leaning forwards. I'm like, oh man, like I'm starting to feel a little bit. Start getting a little dizzy, you know? Okay, you're looking really gray. And so she pulls a needle out. I'm like, yeah, I need a second. I was like, okay, I really need a second. So I'm like leaning over in the bucket. And I'm like starting to spin, right? I guess right outside the door is one of my teammates I spent a little bit of rehab with named David Gerber. He was with another guy, and the other guy was like freaking out about just like, you know, getting a blood draw because he's afraid of needles, right? They eventually like have to walk me out. And I'm like sheet white, like sweating and stuff. And he sees me, and Dave's like, oh shoot, he looks like shit. And like the other guy's like sitting like right there. And so I guess the other guy went into the blood draw
The
room.
girl comes out. It's like all of a sudden dramatic lighting. Next person, please.
Yeah. And so that guy has to go in and get the blood draw done, and he has to like sing to himself. He's like singing himself songs so he can like get through the blood draw.
How did the Mariners facility compare to the rest?
So the Mariners facility was actually very nice. We got to take a full tour of it by, a player in the minors, which was a great experience. And, they have all the tools to make them great players. They're, jacuzzis, more jacuzzis. It was awesome. And, cafeterias. It was very nice, but like Dodgers might have been nicer.
That's not all we did, folks. You're like, dang, barely even heard of you guys, and you're already in the Dodgers facility, the Mariners facility. Guess what else we did? We went to the Rockies facility while they're taking on the Giants, and I needed to get a signature, all right? I hadn't gotten one the entire trip, so this is what I did. We're here at Salt River Field, home of the Colorado Rockies. They take on the Giants today, and I'm trying to get some signatures. I don't know about you. And I created a little sign to get me there. See if it works. Oh, right here, right here.
I like it.
You're gonna sign it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go. My man, thank you. Let's go. Hey, over here. Excuse me. Please, sir. It's my man. You like it? You want to come in? Yeah, sure. Why don't you hop over, squeeze in with them. My next victims. Right here, number one. Hey, right here. Charlie!
It's working out.
Guess? I guess so. He didn't read it. Yo, right here, right here. Thank you, my dude. Yo. Ah. It's not happening. I mean, we got a couple cigs, inked up.
Number 50. At least I know that one's number.
It's on purpose.
50's my favorite number. So, the sign worked. Got 5 signatures, but I'm not leaving until I get my bedtime story. Now, if you were a little kid, Hunter, and you saw that, what would you be thinking?
Probably pretty angry at you. We did see when Cameron was drawing out the sign right before, there was a kid that walked behind you and it was like, what the heck is he doing?
He's ready to stomp on it, dude. That's a wrap on spring training. If you want to check out some more stories, go check out the Bros Talk Baseball Extra Inning podcast over at The Dugout. You'll be able to hear from Hunter and I about some more experiences in spring training. Hunter, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for joining me on this.
Thank you, good sir. We had quite the weekend and look forward to many more years of spring training.
Awesome. Catch you later.
Catch you.